stress relief tea.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Bro, I don't know. It has a bunch of herbs in it, man. It's fuego.
It's
Little
probably
bit
really
of
good
citrus.
for you too, then. Oh yeah.
Bro, I just love tea. Like,
Yeah, you can't go wrong with some citrus and tea though.
yeah, man. Let's see here. Yo, we're live. Okay.
Woo.
We're live. Yo. What's up? What's up, everybody? Oh, we're live. Okay. Crypto Legends, Ross Alex here. Welcome. Late night crypto chat. It feels so good to be live with you guys right now. It's 11:11. You know what that means. You got to make a wish. Here with the co-host of the show. He goes by the name of you already know. Crypto Bully, man. What's happening, bro?
Yo, what's good, man? Y'all already know what's up, man. Linda, aka Crypto Bully. I'm good, man. I'm feeling good, bro. I'm happy we on live right now. I'm happy we doing our thing, bro. Got some dope news. You already know how we do it, bro.
Yo,
I'm
facts.
here. I'm in here.
Big facts, man. Apologies that you guys haven't seen us in a week. Let's just say the schedules have been crazy lately.
To say the least.
Yeah, for real. And when you do a 4-hour show, 3-4 hour show, and it's late night, sometimes you get some conflicts. You get a little scheduling conflicts. And it's all good, though. We're back. So good to see everybody. If you are here with us live right now, make sure to say what's up in the chat. I see Matt Zen is already in the building. What's up, Matt? Jesse's here in the building. What up? Man, we got some stuff to talk about. Crypto has been just all over the place this past week, man.
A lot going on, bro.
A lot of people are making money. A lot of people losing money. A lot of people are, they just don't know what's going on, right? Is it up? Is it down? Is it sideways, diagonal? What is going on this crazy crypto roller coaster? Guys, disregard the title, okay? That title is from last show, okay? Tonight we're talking about Bitcoin's biggest threat. You guys already know how it goes. We're here to have a good time. This is a entertainment show. It's a talk show. It's what we do. We talk about crypto. We talk about entrepreneurship, business. We like to make jokes, have fun, and of course interact with the chat, which is my favorite part. Linda, what's your favorite part, bro?
Man, I think honestly, bro, a little bit of everything, man. Like, I can't even pinpoint just a certain portion of it, bro, because I love all of it equally, and all of it contributes to just having fun, dog. Really, man. It's like, this is the place to come and literally unload all of the stuff that I've been reading for the past couple of days or hours or whatever the case may be. And it's just great people, good conversation. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, what better than that, bro? For real.
That's what I'm saying, bro. It's the biggest and best late night crypto show in the dang world. And it's all positive vibes. So grab some coffee, grab some tea. I got some right here. And grab a snack, hang out with us for a little bit. We got a lot of stuff to go over.
Facts.
Yo, Kim, what's happening? Favia is in the building. Hey, but we just can't stop watching the dang charts. Fabian, I hear you, brother. I hear you. Charlie Malone, I need the money. They took my CDL from me having foot surgery and losing feeling in part of my foot. What the heck? They took your CDL for having foot surgery?
Damn, that's kind of messed up.
Bastards. Why would they do that?
For real.
You can't drive with one foot. You only need one foot.
Yeah, that's a bit wild. That's kind of messed up, man.
Right?
Damn, sorry to hear that. For real.
That sucks, bro.
For real.
Well, hey, man. Hopefully you recover soon.
Facts.
Really? No more? Like indefinitely? Or is it just like until you recover? Pisces, what's happening? Welcome, Pisces. Good to see you. HQ Trades in the building. What's up, HQ? Hey, it's good to see everybody. Yo, D-Lock, what's happening, man? Good to see you. We got a bunch of legends here in the building. And guys, look, it's much, much appreciated to everybody who shares this stream out. You know, if you don't want to post it on your socials, that's cool. You know, hey, if you got a friend, message them. Say, hey, the Late Night Legends are live. Come join, hang out in the community. It would be much appreciated, because the more you guys help us spread the show, the bigger the community gets, the more value the community gets, and the more conversation we can have, right?
Facts.
It's irreversible, 26 years and over like that. Wow, dude, Charlie Malone, I am so sorry to hear that, bro. That's rough. But you know, man, I know you probably down in the dumps on that, man. So I definitely want to help lift up your spirits, bro. You know, sometimes life throws up these weird curveballs, man. They just come out of nowhere, right? And you got to know how to adjust to them, right? You got to know how to adjust to them. Exactly, Charlie. So, you know, think of it like one door closed, another door open. Maybe now this will give you more time to learn TA, become a badass trader, and make double the money you were making driving trucks. I mean, who knows, right?
Yeah.
But, you know, Charlie, positive vibes, positive vibes. Yo, Lyndon, bro, how was your week, man?
Man, a blur.
He don't even know. He don't even know, chat.
Like, I'm like, yeah, I've had so much going on, man. It's almost unbelievable. Not bad though. I will say that it's not bad, so I can't really complain, bro. I mean, I've been doing so much. I've been trading. You know, I'm preparing to travel in a second, so I'm doing that. I'm working on currently two businesses within the crypto space. One is my own project. Another one is dealing with TA and stuff, which is awesome. I've been in Steven Block Society's ATA class like crazy. I've been dumb studying Elliott wave analysis like crazy. So, you know, I'm trying to get better at this TA stuff, man, so I can help myself and help other people. Bro, I've been doing it all, man. I've been doing a lot. But it's been good though. It's, you know, been doing my Netflix. Yo, I just watched a documentary on Netflix. That's called The Great Hack, bro. It's about the whole Cambridge Analytica and Facebook thing, about the taking of data, and yo, it was nuts. It was really good though. Super check that out on Netflix, y'all. The Great Hack. I'm telling you, it's fire. The Great Hack. Okay, I gotta peep that one out. The last thing I saw on Netflix was Secret Obsession. That new thriller. Yeah, I seen that. Yeah, you saw that? Yeah, what'd you think of that joint? It was cool. To me, it was one of those movies that was like, that plot has been done so many times that it was nothing new really, but it was, you know, it was just something to watch. It wasn't bad, you know what I'm saying? It was cool. Yeah, I agree with you. Man, you know, when it comes to Hollywood, bro, it's like, I feel like a lot of times they just run out of ideas, bro. Yeah, facts. Like, I think Hollywood just needs more creativity. I've seen the same plots like so many times just recycled. It's where it's too predictable almost, you know? It's like, you already know that the main character ain't gonna die. Right. Facts. Like, I would love to see a movie, right? Yeah. Where the main characters that everyone loves die and the bad people win, and it's just like this mega curveball, and there's no happy ending, and it's just like real shit. Yo, that's funny that you said that, because literally I was watching that movie, all right, and Kim, who I was watching it with, I told her, I was like, I want to make movies where the endings are complete, just fucking twists. Right. Like in that movie, different. I would have loved to see if he just came in and just shot her head off or something. And then it's like the end, and it's like, whoa, what the fuck? Like what just happened? I would appreciate an ending like that versus the typical, like, of course the guy comes and saves the day. But anyways, watch Glory. Glory. Is that Denzel? Have I seen that? I think I've seen that. Is that an old school movie? I didn't see so many movies. Charlie says, watch The Walking Dead. They kill everybody. Yo, right. Watch Game of Thrones. They kill everybody on there. It doesn't necessarily have to be death related, but I like when movies have like a twist that you would not expect. Yeah. Like, at all. Like The Departed.
Bro, the
yeah,
ending
that
of The
was good,
Departed,
bro.
I was like, bruh, are you
Right.
kidding me? Like, that movie was hard.
Yeah, man.
John McCoffey, what's up, man? Money Heist on Netflix is awesome too. I gotta check this.
That's the show.
I gotta
Yeah,
check
it's
that
pretty
out.
cool.
I never saw that. Yeah, Old School. Yeah, that's Matthew Broderick and Denzel Washington, right? In the,
I wanna say, yeah.
Was it like
I think
the what was it? It was a Civil War. One of the wars. It was a war movie, right?
I didn't see so many damn movies, bro.
I know it was a war movie for sure.
Let me see.
Yeah. I saw that. They made me watch that in school. And
They made you watch it in school?
Yeah, in like
Damn.
history class or something like that. Yeah,
Damn.
bro. Back in the day, when you used to walk into the classroom and the teacher had the TV on the stand with the wheels.
On the big ass
Yo,
monkey
you know
stand.
it was lit. It was
It was
lit.
game
You already
time.
know it was game time, bro. That was the best feeling of the day.
Like, yo, TV
Bro.
or projector.
Bro,
I'm like,
how
it's
about
lit.
this one? You used to walk in, right? You see the TV on the wheels.
Yeah.
Class starts and the teacher wheels it out of the room. And she's like, that was from the last class. You're like, no,
Yeah,
don't do me like that, Miss Jones. No.
Fact. That's a fact.
Man. I'd love to go back to high school for a day. I really would. Anyways, welcome everybody. Again, thanks for being here. We're going to have some fun tonight.
Facts.
If you don't know the show's format, if you're brand new here, we do go into the news. Got a bunch of news to go over, right? The best crypto news that you need to know about. You should know about if you're in the space, right? This is what's happening right now in the industry. And big shout out to the source of the news, which is the crypto curator, Paul McNeil, who curates all the news, gets it over to his list, and then Lyndon goes in there and handpicks the best articles that he thinks we should be sharing with the community. So, Lyndon, thank you so much for putting in that work. And we got some topics to talk about tonight. We're talking about some legal stuff, right? When it comes to a certain state here in the country, some laws that are going to possibly go into effect, maybe. We're talking about Verizon, right? Verizon's the only company that will send you your bill the first day you set up your services.
Facts.
Be like, your bill's gonna be due in like 2 months. Just we're letting you know now.
About that.
We're talking about Willy Woo, discussing the greatest threat to Bitcoin. I was going through that article earlier when Lyndon sent it over to me. Definitely interesting article, man. I can't wait to hear you talk about that one, because that was an interesting point that I don't think I really put much thought into prior to reading that.
A lot of people don't.
Yeah. So a lot of good stuff happening. I see everybody that's checking their Yoshis in the chat. If you don't know what Yoshis are, that's our stream's cryptocurrency, digital currency, whatever you want to call it. Each Yoshi is worth $100. Okay, so when you accumulate 10,000 of those, you just send Lyndon an invoice. He swaps them out for real. Yo, how lit would that be? Can you imagine that?
Yo, if we can one day do that, bro, we gonna own YouTube. we gonna own crypto YouTube. We gonna take over.
Bro, did you watch the final episode of that Venezuela series? Okay.
I did.
Bro, so I read an article the other day about Venezuela and Bitcoin, and how Bitcoin is like surging over in Venezuela right now. And I found out something extremely interesting.
What's up?
Did you know that Venezuela has more oil reserve than any other country on the planet?
Yes, I want to say I heard that not that long ago. I think I heard that before that video from somewhere, and I don't remember. But I remember because I thought that was weird as shit. I was like, what?
Isn't that weird? Like,
that's weird.
I think they don't have the resources to extract it or something. I don't know. But chat, Venezuela, which is in turmoil right now, like, it is insane. Did you see when they went to that grocery store how a roll of
Yeah.
toilet paper is 40,000 bolivaros. Chat, that is literally like a monthly salary to buy a roll of toilet paper. 4 rolls to be specific, the 4-pack. 40,000 bolivaros.
You know what's even more messed up that I read up when I was looking up their currency situation and their inflation situation? Where they're at now, their monthly salary is actually double for what it used to be in the past, bro. So it used to be worse. Like, I was like, what?
But you know, it's so weird because the other day, I don't know what, if it was a plane or if it was a ship. Chat, maybe you can look this up for me. But a Venezuela plane, a fighter jet, which is a Russian jet, whatever, pretty much almost intercepted a passenger plane. I believe it was a passenger plane, something like. It was a recon plane, a U.S. reconnaissance plane was intercepted by a Venezuelan fighter jet, right? And like all the comments were like, how the hell can they afford to fly that thing? You know, because like half your country's freaking starving to. I don't know, dude. I don't know what the economics look like there. All I know is that half that country, chat, you gotta watch this documentary on Caracas. It is like insane what goes on over there. They jacking folks for Charmin. Yo, D, dude, it is so bad in some parts of Caracas that they would cut your ears off for your earrings, bro. No lie. Like, it really gets down out there, dude. And it's crazy. And it's sad. It's terrible to see that some people have to go through that. But if anybody who does want to watch the docuseries, it's Indigo Traveler on YouTube.
Yep.
And yeah, you can check it out. Fibbo, so it's Venezuela. Canada is not number one. I don't know if that's new or if it just changed, but it's Venezuela that has the most oil in the world. Like, do you see how they get on the subways, bro? It's like sardines in a can.
Yeah, bro, it's ridiculous, dog. I'm like, yo, that's just, it's wild, man. They deal with it, bro, on a daily basis. It's not a game over there, man, for real.
Yo, that is wild, for real. But anyways, Leo, let's go ahead and get right up into that news.
Hey.
First news article of the evening is actually coming from beingcrypto.com. Okay, and this one's talking about New York State, which I'm currently in. Lyndon, are you announcing that news yet, by the way, or not yet?
Oh, I'm gonna, I definitely plan on announcing it. Oh, yeah.
Okay, so they don't know yet.
Wait, what news?
The news that we just talked about before we went live.
Yo, I deadass don't remember. We talking about with the guest?
No. We're talking about with your physical being.
Oh, no. They don't know that yet, but I'll tell them.
Okay. They don't know yet, though.
Nah,
okay, Lyndon has some news. Lyndon has, there might be something happening that should have happened. It to seized, quote, abandoned Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Abandoned Bitcoin. Okay. Let's go ahead and get into this, man. What's going on here?
Yeah, so this is crazy. When I first seen this, I was like, what? So basically, New York is basically proposing a new bill where basically the New York State Assembly would be able to, it would allow the government to basically liquidate any unclaimed cryptocurrency assets and transfer them to their possession. So many things with this it sounded weird to me, and it was funny / upsetting, but they're basically saying like this can happen right due to sudden death, with no will, disappearance, or if they feel like property was abandoned. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's using it, right? And there's already these escheatment laws, right, already in effect in pretty much all 50 states when it comes to certain things. So it's just like if you don't claim anything to that property, it can be taken and basically dished out how they see fit. But I'm just like,
escheatment. Is that when you pass away?
Yeah, so
Okay.
It basically means that basically the ownership of that property can transfer and it can be seized by the state on set of different conditions. I want to say when I was reading something, because I actually looked into this more myself. I want to say something that all 50 states has. I think it's something weird like books. Like they're saying like books within certain ramifications or certain stipulations, they can take those. I don't know, bro. It's really weird. It's really weird, and it can vary based on what actual item it is and the time frame and all that other stuff. But basically, this is nothing new. But they're trying to basically roll cryptocurrency into that boat since it's considered property in that sense. So, and literally coming straight from the article, man. Like I said, so this says, according to the proposal, unclaimed virtual currencies will be considered abandoned and will be moved to the NY State Comptroller's office. It will be sold on exchange, and all proceeds will go into the state's achievement fund. And I'm like, what? Like, because so many things come to my mind when I hear this, bro. So thinking about this, I'm like, okay, first of all, what are gonna be the conditions on considering if cryptocurrencies are abandoned or not? Is it going to be a time frame? Is it going to be like, how does that fall? Secondly, even if it is, how are you going to actually get a hold of that money, right? Because I'm thinking like, okay, now thinking US wise, the only way I could see them doing something like this and it working is if they get tapped in to exchanges like Coinbase, Gemini, that operate within, you know, the New York law or the US law, and they'll somehow basically request access to those wallets and, you know, basically get those funds. But I'm thinking like, yo, there's so many things that can go wrong with that. One that's just fucked up. Secondly, how is that even gonna be? How's that gonna be managed? How, like, to me, that's just putting unnecessary pressure on people if they don't move funds around, or if they don't trade funds, or if they don't do this or do that. Like, to me, this whole idea is just fucking stupid. It's just almost like a ploy to be able to get their hands on money. And then even essentially, if you consider the potential, right, what is it, 4.5 million Bitcoins that basically are lost. What? Like, what are you trying to tap into that, or what the fuck is the deal? And even if you could, how would you actually gain access to those wallets? Oh man, I think this is a reach, and I think this is a reach that doesn't.
They would hack
sense.
it. What do you mean? They're the government. They would just hack that shit, bro.
Yo, they hacking shit like that easy, bro. Man, I'm a little worried.
No, but you know what? I don't know if they would do that, but no, this is interesting though, because the article says, for example, if a state was to seize unclaimed crypto assets, it would immediately convert it to cash. If the owner wishes to recover the abandoned asset, they would only receive the price sold at its liquidation, not its appreciated price.
Which
right?
is fucked up.
It's also unclear how ownership of liquidated cryptocurrencies can be determined. Since ownership is validated by the network, selling it for fiat currency would cause further complications. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of tough because it's not fiat, right? It's not like just emptying someone's bank account.
Right.
Yeah, that's tricky.
To me, I mean, imagine if they could say like, okay, if you have, certain amount of stocks, if you don't, you can consider these abandoned. They go just liquidate your shit. You come back and claim it like, and then whatever stock you held took the fuck off, bro. Just blew up, and you just missed out on all those gains potentially.
Well, I mean, if you're deceased, then how would you know?
Well, I'm saying in the event that you're not. I mean, because the portion of that I'm highlighting, right, isn't the deceased part. It's the abandoned. When it says abandoned and you are alive, what considers cryptocurrency to be abandoned if you are alive? And then how can they even determine that? Like, to me, that's crazy.
Well, how would you abandon Bitcoin? Like, what would deem abandonment?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. That's the problem. Because
if I keep Bitcoin in cold storage,
exactly,
and I just leave it there for ever, 10 years. I mean, I'm sure they would iron that out, and
They would have to. But I really think the gateway for something like this happening is going to be exchanges, bro. It's gonna be Coinbases, it's gonna be Gemini's, it's gonna be exchanges. Cause I couldn't see any other way for them really being able to reach their hand into the pot like that. Like I really don't. You know, maybe it's via maybe when these other corporations, these BACs, these Ledger X's, maybe when they come around and they have futures, you know what I'm saying? Maybe if somebody gets settled up in Bitcoin and it just sits there, they don't do anything with it, they can claim that. I don't know, man, but it just, either way you look at it, it seems fucking fishy.
I mean,
I'm not surprised, but it's stupid.
It's okay. So I think that news like this it's good and bad, right? It's bad because that's just weird. Like we would have to actually see what the legislation looks like, right? And what the, you know, if there's any, read the fine print basically. But at the same time, it also gives a lot of legitimacy to cryptocurrency because the states recognizing that as, you know, they're like, whoa. We got 20 million people here in the state. What happens if someone, you know, dies and they have 10 Bitcoin in their account, like, and no one claims it? But, you know, it's interesting, bro. There's actually a website where you can go on. It's a government website and claim any unclaimed funds. You guys put your name in. Have you ever done that before? I have. Yeah, so chat. So there's a website. Let's go to Google, type in like unclaimed funds. You put your name in, your birthday, your social, and it'll actually tell you if there's any unclaimed funds that you have out there. For example, like if an insurance company tried to send you like a refund and you never received it, you never cashed a check, they like send it to the government or something like, I don't know how they do it. And then you can actually claim it. So a lot of people don't know that there's literally your money out there, you know, that you're you know, able to claim. So
Febo Swanee had a good point. He said finding owners of a liquidated cryptocurrency is difficult since so many owners of a currency on a blockchain are anonymous. I mean,
that is kind of tricky, but I'm sure they'll come out with do something, you know, with what that looks like. Yeah, New York's tough, man. New York is extremely liberal, first of all. Yeah. And, you know, I was reading a map the other day. This really cool map. It's an inbound, outbound map. It actually shows you all the states in the country where people are moving into and all the states that people are moving out of, and then all the states that are neutral. And this is really good for real estate investors because obviously you want to buy properties in inbound states. So Florida is an inbound state. Carolinas are inbound states. Texas is an inbound state. New York is an outbound state. Jersey is an outbound state. California is an outbound state. So people are actually leaving New York at like alarming numbers right now because it's just so expensive here.
Yeah, it is.
It really is. Like for those of you that have never been to New York, it is so expensive.
Facts.
Like everything from gas to groceries. Everything. Like when I grocery shop now here, I compared the two. I'm spending 30% more every week on groceries. Right? The rents are higher. The tolls are astronomical.
Yeah.
To travel. So, and the property tax is insane. Yeah. I mean, what are you gonna do? Your property tax we're talking about like the middle class, right? The middle class has been shrinking for years, right? In this country, sooner or later, you're either gonna be poor or rich. Yeah. One of the extremes. The middle class is just shrinking. Yeah. But let's talk about the average middle class household, right? Makes what? 100,000, 120, 130,000 combined income. Granted, the man and husband, the husband and the wife are working together. You gotta talk. Your property taxes are $12,000 to $15,000 a year.
Yo, that is crazy, bro. That's
$12,000 to $15,000 a year for a regular, like not for a mansion. Like, this is a regular piece of property, like a regular spot. $12,000 a year in property tax. It's $1,000 a month in property tax plus your mortgage. Yikes.
Hell no. Forget that. I'm good.
Spice says the safest place to store your portfolio: cut your skin down to the skull, get it tattooed on the skull. Pisces, do you do that? Let us know how it goes. Yo, let me ask you a question, right? I already know the answer, but I'm curious to know what you think and what the chat thinks.
All right.
I read an article the other day that in Sweden, I believe it's Sweden or Switzerland, one of those countries, they're actually they've already been installing microchips, right? That you can use to pay for goods and services, and it stores like your banking information, your keys to get into your house.
Right.
What's your opinion on that?
Man, honestly, full disclosure, bro, I already got one.
Show us the scar.
Man, hell nah, man. I ain't ever. What? Fuck no. Man, I would never in my life have anything implanted into me that has. To me, that is not worth the convenience, because the things that could happen because of that, the things that I don't know that could be happening because of that, I'll never want my life to be so convenient that I could just scan my arm over a machine and just be like, boop, oh, no, I'm cool. I'll use a card. I'll use my phone. I'll not use my fucking body. Period.
All right.
Never change.
Yes, in the chat, if you would get a microchip installed in your wrist.
Never.
No in the chat if you wouldn't. I don't know, bro. I'm like 50-50.
Nah.
Depending on what it can do. And granted that this is safe.
Yeah. Define safe. Yo, is anything like that?
Like it's
really
not gonna.
safe?
It's well, I mean, people get what you call it, pacemakers put in, right?
Yeah.
And you know, I mean, people get prosthetics put in. It's not like people haven't had implants before. So if it's, I mean, dogs and animals get chipped.
Oh, good.
I know you was gonna say no, bro.
You know me, dog. I know you know.
I know. Support and Resistance says I do it based on the security of it. Charlie Malone says hell no. Hello World Crypto says yes. Kim says hell no. Support and Resistance says Elon Musk Neuralink. Yo, Support and Resistance, I'm so glad that you brought that up. Did you watch his keynote on Neuralink?
Yeah, dog.
So what's your opinion on that?
Fuck no.
See, man, I don't know, bro.
But okay, here's the thing. Here's the thing, right? See, okay, so if I'm gonna be objective about this, let me take my personal opinion, right, and my emotion out of it. When I think about Neuralink, what he's creating that to do is fucking amazing. Right, it really is amazing to think that you can implant technology like that connected directly to the brain to help people who have neurological problems and things like that. Right, that's amazing. There's no doubt about that. And for the right people, I think that him doing that could really help a lot of people. Me personally, though, the reason why I say fuck no is understanding that technology is going to be controlled in some way, shape, or form by humans. And humans are some flawed motherfuckers. And I think about all of the negative shit that could come from that type of technology and what that could be flipped to use to do. Whether it be trying to stimulate and unlock other parts of the brain that weren't necessarily active before and just experimenting and fucking around with stuff. That's why I'm like, nah, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's, I really don't think, I don't know, man. I just don't.
Okay, so let me ask you this
then. Yeah.
Objectively, do you think that it raises a health issue or a privacy issue?
I mean, I guess essentially it could possibly be both, but when I think about the one I'm more concerned with, absolutely privacy.
Okay. So
absolutely.
So then I ask you this.
Yeah.
When you carry your cell phone on you, Does privacy raise a concern? No, you carry a cell phone.
Yeah, definitely. I do have a cell phone, so I carry a cell phone around. But then again, I mean, I have a lot of, I try to do things to the best of my ability. So I have things installed like on my phone as well as on my computer to help deter that, so that that's not the case and stuff like that. And honestly, that's been a lot easier to do since I kind of stopped working, because I don't have to have as many apps for doing this, that, and the third, and all this other stuff. But yeah, it is a concern. Privacy is a concern of mine in general. I have a privacy concern with social media, but I'm on it. Cell phones, but I use.
But you got the window blinds open behind you. They watching, bro. They watching.
Yeah,
they watching.
It's a satellite looking through at this stream right now.
Yeah, man. I don't know, dude. Like,
yeah.
First of all, Elon Musk is an absolute monster entrepreneur. Like, I just tip my hat to that guy. I'd love to shake his hand one day. He is the definition of. He's a modern day Nikola Tesla, dude. The guy is just a beast. He's a monster when it comes to entrepreneurship. But as far as getting chipped, like, if it's optional, I mean, I'd love to interview people that are already doing this, because you know how we have the chips in our debit cards and credit cards now. Mm-hmm. You know that you chip your dude. They've been doing that in Europe like 5 years, 10 years before we were doing it.
Yeah,
like, that was normal over there, and I only know that because I used to work in the restaurants. And people from Europe would come, and their cards would have it, and I'd be like, "What the heck is this?" But I don't know, dude. Like, if it adds convenience, fuck it, dude. Hey.
No, honestly, I think that statement right there, I think a lot of people feel the same way, but I think that's the dangerous part. I think that the wrong people know that. So when I think about things like Elon Musk's Neuralink, I'm less worried about Elon Musk and more worried about everybody else. Because, right, even if you create something amazing for good, it could always be flipped and used for bad. And when I think about that and the bad shit that could be used for, you're talking about a whole nother level of mind control, literally. So
that's a whole other topic.
It scares the shit out of me, man. Yeah, that is a whole nother topic, bro.
Privacy issue, not health, says Paul. Off the chain crypto says, honestly, I think people want to care about privacy, but in the general public, as long as it's not like a banking hack or fraud, aka them losing money, they don't care.
A lot of people don't care.
I've already said I really don't care much. I don't care about my privacy as much as other people do, but I choose to put a lot of my life on display. I care about privacy when it comes to banking, care about privacy when it comes to like purchases, and I care about privacy at my residence. But I also think that humans are going to opt in for the fastest, most convenient methods to do things, and over time, long term going forward, like with AI and microchips and all that good shit or bad shit, I think a lot of people would opt into it. But I think my concern is not the privacy thing, dude. My concern is when something is new, I think about the possible health repercussions, because, dude, like, there's so much stuff that we're doing right now that in 100 years from now, they're going to come out and be like, yo, you guys didn't know this, but looking at your phone screen for 2 hours a day fucking fried your brain. You know what I'm saying? Like, things like that, bro. Where they're like, they had no idea. Like, what are we doing right now? Like, we look back at people that lived in like the 20s, the 30s, the 40s, and we're like, they had no idea that drinking alcohol could interfere and complicate pregnancies until how many years ago, dude, they first announced that? Like, what, 30, 40 years ago? They announced that, and people were probably doing that forever. And there's like, they had no idea. It was a breakthrough, dude. At one point, smoking wasn't even considered an unhealthy thing to do. So it's like, what are we doing right now where in 50 years from now, people are going to come out and be like, yo, brand new study.
Yeah.
Drinking Coca-Cola. You know, shit like that.
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of that stuff is already known. Though they just don't fucking say nothing. Don't tell us. Why are they going to tell us? Why? Because I mean, stuff like that, depending on what it is, right? It's going to affect the economy. It can affect the economy largely. So depending on what it is, right? And it just doesn't make sense for them to do that. You know what I'm saying? For a lot of other reasons, it doesn't make sense for them to do that. So when I think about stuff like that, bro, it's just kind of like, yo, it is what it is. You know, because it's like you really have to think about a lot of stuff. You almost have to be smart enough to really try to deep dive and research for yourself to figure that out, because the chances of somebody just telling you that is going to be slim to none, and the chance of them, the person who's actually putting it out there telling you that and then killing their revenue model is even less slim, or you know, or even more slim. So you know, it's like a lot of stuff is obviously
50-50 on that, bro. Because hear me out, bro. Everything that you can see with your eyes has been created by men and women just like us. Right? Just like us. Everything you can see, right?
Yeah.
There's a lot of shit that we just don't know. Bro, we're just now getting ready to go back to the moon after how many years? Man has never stepped foot on Mars. 95% of the ocean's floor is unexplored. There's new species discovered every single day, new breakthroughs in health and technology. If they really knew it all, we would have it all. Maybe not, but we'd have a lot more than we have right now. If people knew it all, bro, we would have more than we have right now.
I think that's a really optimistic way of looking at it.
How?
Because you have to think about it, right? The name of the game isn't discovering Sherwood the world. That's not the name of the game. We would all love to think that, but we know that's not the name of the game. The name of the game is discover and control. That's the name of the game. It doesn't care. I don't care where you're at on this earth. I don't care what country you're in, who you're dealing with. Unless you live in one of those really small, you know, third world places that's completely disconnected from the most of the world, right? And even then, they're not even worried about them because they're doing their own thing and not a threat to everything else. The name of the game is always being controlled. So there's a lot of stuff in existence right now that, right, they know it's fucking bad. They know it's trash, new or not new, and they just won't say anything. There's a lot that people, there is proof that the shit's bad and people still don't believe it. And then there's stuff that hasn't been necessarily brought out to the front. So that's why I say, when I think about stuff like that, that's not that much of a concern to me, because me personally, I know that I'm going to have to dig and try to figure that shit out for myself, especially if it's something I'm going to be engaged with or using, because at the end of the day, it all comes down to money and control. Those are the two biggest things that fucking matter in this world, the way the world is now. You know what I'm saying? So me knowing that, there's a lot of shit. Now, of course, there's a lot that I'm sure that even them, whoever in the fuck they are, don't know, right? But they're trying to figure that out. But they're not trying to figure that shit out for us. They trying to figure that shit out for them. So we have to be pretty much on the same level and doing our own shit, but on a different accord, right? Because we're not part of their team. We're not in a cool fucking circle. So you got to figure it out for yourself.
Hello World Crypto says, is that your opinion or a fact?
That's a fact. I don't even want to have a conversation like that. There's a lot of things, I'm telling you, right? And the reason why I don't talk about certain things and say things like this on YouTube is because it really can get fucking dangerous, right? Now, get really objective when it comes to stuff like this, right? Because me saying this stuff, I'm emotional about it because I'm passionate. But what I'm saying does not come from emotion. It doesn't come from emotion. It comes from objective research and trying to figure out what's true and what's not based off of just another person's opinion, right? Because you can hear somebody else say something, but then if you don't go researching and look up the facts for yourself, then what is it really, right? So you have to look and do the research based on things that's happened from the past all the way up until now and try to come to a conclusion for yourself, removing your emotion out of it and try to figure stuff out. How you know you can do that? If you're sitting on one side of an argument on any situation and you won't want to research the other side because you're too emotional about it, then you're at a risk, right? Because if in order for you to have a sound opinion about a whole subject, you have to thoroughly research, one, the side you agree with, and two, the opposing side, and then bring the information together and then come to your own conclusion. And even the funnier part, most people who even have their own opinion on a particular side haven't even thoroughly researched the side that they agree with. They just blindly follow what somebody else said. That can equally be as dangerous. So any of this stuff that I'm saying, that I'm talking about, that I'm really speaking on in that regard, is because I've done thorough research for myself. You know what I'm saying? And anybody else that really takes the time to do thorough research on any of this shit I'm talking about, unless you're just trying to look for a reason to ignore what I'm saying, you'll find out the same shit. I'm not special. I read the same way as everybody else. The facts are out there. You just got to find them.
Hey, you make a good point. Grant Cardone said today on a podcast I watched that next time you're reading a book or you're reading any type of article, instead of focusing on taking away the things that you agree with, focus on the things that you disagree with, and then do research and find out as why you disagree.
Yeah.
Right, and explore that. But let me ask you this question. Do you believe that there's more bad in this world than good?
Do I believe there's more bad in this? I think that, so I think everything in the world is based on equilibrium one way or another. So because of the fact that we're third dimensional beings.
Yes or no? Yes or no, though?
Huh?
Yes or no? Do you believe there's more bad in the world than good?
Honestly, the answer to that question is both yes and no.
Okay. Go ahead. Equilibrium.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah.
So thinking about the world as we live, we're third dimensional beings, right? So the way we operate is linear. It's back and forth, left to right. We don't necessarily see things in the world in a full circle spectrum like it really is, because we're third dimensional beings. So in regard, right, at any particular point in time, things may seem necessarily, it may seem like there's more bad than good or more good than bad. I honestly think in some way, shape, or form, at all times, there's an equilibrium of both. Always. There's always a balance.
Paul makes a good point. He says, I think by default, people tend to go negative before positive. I agree with that, Paul. See, I try to be the opposite. I try to be the optimist. I try to find the good. I believe that there's more good in this world than bad. I believe that the bad gets more press than the good, because bad sells, good stuff doesn't. That's why the mass media, mainstream media, highlights all the bad shit. They'll tell you right away when there's bad shit happening. When there's good shit happening, they don't want to publish anything about it. It doesn't make a good story. I don't know, but and I also think that, man, look, there's a lot of sheep in this world. The main goal, change the world. Get the phone call, get called up to the Sith, to the good old Illuminati, and you're good, bro. Yeah. You know what pisses me off, though?
What's up?
If there was ever, like, massive haywire, the world leaders and, like, the 1%, bro, they're good. They're good. They probably already have a plan, to go to another planet. They already probably got shit set up. Like, facts. Yo, the president, bro, that man could just go down the White House, hop on his private train, straight to his helicopter, straight to his jet, and just be out here. And we're like, what the fuck do we do now? Let me ask the chat. What do you guys think? Is there more bad in the world than good? Yes or no? Agree or disagree?
Man. Yo, Hello World Crypto says, the world is four-dimensional, not linear. That technically doesn't make any sense. Not from our perspective, not from our human perspective. Because if you think about it, right? If the world was really fourth dimensional as we see it as human beings, and it wasn't third dimensional, right? And the reason why I said linear, the main thing I talk about is time. So if we're thinking about time, the way time is linear. That's how we look at it. That's the reason why you have a beginning. That's the reason why you have an end when you think about time. That's the reason why time even fucking exists, because the way it was created and calculated for those reasons, right? So people needed to quantify to be able to pinpoint where you're at and blah, blah, blah. Now, if you come outside of that and you're thinking, right, it's not linear. If you think everything is circular, right, and you have a circle. Circle represents time. You're in the center of that circle, right? In essence, time wouldn't fucking exist. It wouldn't, because you're in the center of everything. So what was considered to be, you imagine you have a line. Matter of fact, perfect
Time,
example.
yeah, time
Imagine
doesn't
you have
exist.
imagine you have a line, past, present, future. If we're not linear, and we do this and turn it into a circle, past, present, and future. If you're in the center of that, you can touch and reach that whenever you want to. The concept of time wouldn't even fucking matter.
So you're saying that we can create a time machine device?
I ain't even gonna go down that road. Try to get me in trouble. I mean, look, yo, the YouTube I get interrupted in the YouTube stream enough. We are definitely not going down that road. I'm just saying.
Yo,
as the way we see the word now, we are definitely third dimensional, and we look at things very linear like.
But it is a fact that time is man-made, and it's a measurement. That's all it is. It's a measurement that mankind created to keep track of the day.
Time is bullshit. Facts.
But you know what really interests me though, bro?
Mm-hmm.
And then we'll get into that next news article.
Facts.
You guys good, chat? Fibbo, what's happening, bro? It's good to see you. Crypto X, what's happening? You guys good? Fatty, what's up, bro? So, going back a couple hundreds of years ago, whatever, whenever people first started navigating the world, right? Mm-hmm. It blows my mind that somebody, I don't know who, figured out direction. East, west, north, south. Without any computers, without any technology, with just the stars. Bro, that's what I was taught, that it was the North Star. Mm-hmm. How? How do you figure that out? Who knows? Who can answer that in the chat? How do you figure out which direction you're traveling on the earth without any technology? Like, is it the sun? Is it the stars? And if so, who thought? Like, I wish I could go back in time and just watch that guy discover this. Like, what were you thinking? What were you thinking to say, if we just follow this star, it'll take us north? I don't know, man.
Would be in their brains to see what they're thinking when they say that?
I wish I could.
That would be really interesting.
Like, I read so much, man, and the shit that people were doing back in like the 1800s with none of the modern technology that we have today. It's just like, how, bro? Yeah. How did you discover this with your fucking candle lamp? Like, how did you discover this? Right? Like, what the fuck? Yeah. How did you figure this out? Yeah. I need to know.
Yeah.
Go back to Mason's history. I don't know, dude. When it comes to science and history, I'm just like, how did people figure the shit out that we still use today?
Man, it's
You think people were smarter back then?
I think that's a loaded question, bro. I think, I don't know if I would. Well, let me say this: people were not as dumbed down as people today, right? But we're in the state we're in the world, as far as knowledge, because that is the way it was made to be. Meaning, the people who are trying to control the narrative of the world, they want that. Conquer, divide. You keep somebody stupid, you can easily control them. It's that simple. And that's not even fucking science. I mean, you would have to, unless you're literally fucking blind and
all right. And there he gets cut off. I figured it was coming sooner or later. You can't go back in time. It does not exist. Fibbo. Well, the sun rises in the east, sets in the west, but north and south got me. Yeah, it's just amazing, right? When you really just take a look at it and just think about most of the stuff that we have nowadays that was discovered way back hundreds of years ago. It's amazing. It's amazing. It just blows. I can read about this stuff all day long. Seriously. Hello world crypto. Look up four-dimensional space. It is plain mathematics. Fatty, innovation or new creations of technology created new parameters. Have no idea what that means, brother, but explain to me. NSA got him. Yeah, Lyndon. Lyndon. Yo. It's like that. Yo. Let's get into that second news story of the evening real quick. What's up?
Chill. Listen. All right. Well, let me say this real quick before we get into that, just to address Hello World Crypto. I don't know if he misunderstood what I said. I'm not saying fourth dimension doesn't exist, because it does. Actually, there's dimensions beyond even the fourth. I'm not combating that. I'm saying the way we are as human beings, we cannot physically see and interact within that dimension. That's what I'm saying. As we are right now, we can't do that. Facts. And if you look up the science for that, science proves that. It's the reason why it's just like when you go from one dimension to two dimension to three dimension to four dimension. It's the reason why we can't visually see what a fourth dimensional cube actually looks like, because we're not on that plane. We're on the third dimensional plane. Facts. I mean, you can look at it. Neil deGrasse Tyson has talked about this. I mean, a lot of people have addressed this, so you can just research shit on Google and tell you. I'm not saying it doesn't exist, because I know it does, but I'm saying we ain't fourth dimensional. We ain't this, that. That's not us. Humans are not that. Facts. Anyway, next news article.
Fibbo Swati says you can get into other dimensions with shrooms. I've heard
that's about like that. That's shrooms. It's the world's a very interesting place. Let's just say that.
Yo, we're going to go ahead and get into that next news article of the evening. This one's coming from Cointelegraph. We're talking about Verizon, telecom giant Verizon, okay, huge company.
Yeah.
And they're seeking talent for blockchain-related positions.
Facts.
Yo, Lyndon, man, take it away, bro.
Yeah, so this is pretty dope. Cool, man. I actually got dropped this. I was in I think I was in a Telegram chat. I can't even remember who. But shout out to wherever I got this article from. God, I wish I could remember. I look at too much news every day. But I thought this was really cool, man. So yeah, pretty much Verizon is openly hiring, man. They're looking to hire new recruits for blockchain related jobs across a lot of different fields. I think I want to say they said they're looking for 5 developers specifically, but they have other sectors that they're looking to fill for people that have blockchain knowledge too. So outside of just technology, they're looking for marketing and strategy positions to fill too. So this is interesting, right? Because it just shows that, again, more companies are starting to focus on blockchain technology. It says that they're basically interested in creating their own distributed network, and literally coming directly as a quote from Verizon herself. It says, and this is the interesting part, right? It says Google, Facebook, Microsoft, those guys are just taking the cream of the crop. I have interviewed over 100 candidates in the last couple of years, and it's getting harder to find good caliber candidates in blockchain. And that is definitely true. That's true for inside, more like cryptocurrency based companies and current companies that are more traditional business but are trying to incorporate crypto and blockchain into it. I hear that shit all the time. I was hearing that back in 2017. And I've seen so many people get deeper into the blockchain world from a developing standpoint, from a marketing standpoint. I mean, all types of stuff, man. And it's been pretty amazing to watch that happen. So I really wonder over time if the demand for these type of jobs are going to completely go beyond the supply of people that can actually, go in and fulfill them, man. And I think that's to me, that's a thing that's a real threat for anybody or any company or business that tries to jump on the bandwagon too late. It could end up seriously being a problem because you may not actually be able to develop or do things that you want to do because of the fact that there's going to be a lack of, expertise or people with the required expertise or desired expertise to pull from to literally be able to just develop whatever it is you want to do, which is going to be interesting because that could put somewhat, I guess, of a gridlock on innovation when it comes from to that, as far as spreading it out to where different companies and people can have access to the minds that can create really cool and revolutionizing technology. So
bro, I'm thinking that right now people that are learning blockchain, coding, software, all that shit are gonna be very, very set up in the near future, man. That's what it is nowadays. Like, even now, you drive through the cities, you see schools advertising coding programs, right? Learn to code.
Facts.
I mean, that's really where things are right now, man.
I really feel like there's gonna come a point in time where it's gonna almost be like, if you don't know how to code to some degree, like, you might really almost kind of be fucked. It's like, because there's, technology, the way it's going,
with like
just
with
as
jobs
far
and
as
stuff?
I'm not necessarily saying with jobs, but I'm saying as far as knowledge, as far as actually understanding how certain things works, how they're put together. Right now, of course, right, it's when I think about that, and I think about this from a data perspective, from a privacy perspective, from a things that can go wrong perspective, right? If the amount of people that can actually point that stuff out is very slim, that makes me worried, because everybody's human at the end of the day, right? You can do good and you can do bad. Now, what's keeping anybody from doing good or bad in any of those situations? But to me, it's like, to have that knowledge, it safeguards itself. For you to have that knowledge, at least to a minimal degree, safeguards itself. Because if you just don't know what you don't know, and it makes you a vulnerable person. So having some of that knowledge, I think, is always helpful. And like I said, it ain't gotta be, you don't have to be the fucking greatest coder in the world or anything like that. But having some base knowledge, I think it'll put a person into a lot of conversations that they may not have otherwise been able to have if they didn't have that basic knowledge. And I mean, I think like like I said, in the way our technology is going in the world, bro, I think it's going to be a time to where that's probably going to be like a standard almost, pretty much. So,
bro, between that and AI, dude, a lot of industries are going to get shooken up, bro. They already are. I read an article the other day. There's a town outside of Houston called Sugarland. It's a suburb. And they're one of the baseball organizations that's there is using this new AI technology that can actually call balls and strikes. Right? So it's essentially like eliminating the need for an umpire. And the only reason why they're keeping an umpire is because they haven't figured out how to handle check swings, right? With AI. Okay. But I mean, dude, like, think about that, right? That's where we're headed, bro. And I love it. So, chat, look, I don't know if anybody here is in university or college, whatever, or in a career path. Make sure that you are not in a destructible career, like in the near future.
Facts.
Because bank tellers, cashiers,
any kind of money handling position is essentially something that could be wiped out.
Wiped out. It's already happening, dude. You see, when you go to the store nowadays, you see more self-checkout, like you can just do it yourself, because it just makes more sense for the business to do it that way. And it's just it's just faster, right? It's like humans won't be able to compete with that with computer speed. Right?
Not at all.
So Just make sure that you're not in a destructible position where... See, that's why I'm in real estate. Because regardless, people are always going to need a place to call home. They're always going to need a place to live. Whether they're renting or they're buying. Right?
Yep.
Cars, you can adapt, you can adjust, and get into whatever's new, like electric or whatever other methods of transportation come out. Right?
Yeah.
But the biggest killer of business, man, is when businesses fail to adjust. Like, Toys R Us just announced that they have 2 new... Toys R Us came back. I don't know if you heard about that, but they're back. Yeah, they're back.
Really?
Yeah,
What?
They're back. They have 2 stores that are opening up. One's in Houston, actually. And I think it's just an awful idea. Like, absolutely awful idea when it comes to, like, just making proper business sense. Because the world will reject what it doesn't want, bro. The numbers don't lie. Like, the world, like, if you look at the charts,
right,
it'll just decline. Like,
yeah,
if it's declining and more people are not using it or going to a place, like, it's just gonna end up going out.
True.
I don't know, man. Something to think about.
That's
I'm telling you right now, one day, bro, we're gonna have a lot of empty big box retail stores just sitting there abandoned.
Oh yeah, I can see that.
Oh yeah.
I can definitely see that, bro.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, bud.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Can I get an oh yeah?
Chat, please.
My crypto wallet can replace all bank branches. Jeez, bro.
Facts. Hey,
John McAfee got arrested and then released from jail, says Video Biscuit.
I saw that.
Yo, what's up, Video?
In the Dominican Republic, I think.
Really?
Yeah, I was just looking at it.
D says, look how Redbox took out Blockbuster. Yeah, and then Netflix essentially took them both out. I mean, Redbox still exists, but for how much longer, who knows?
Who knows?
I love coding conversation because that is my emo.
Yeah.
But dude, here's some real last minute news. McAfee just got arrested. Okay. Breaking news. Yo, let's read about this, man.
Yeah, he did. I just looked it up. He said on Twitter, he talked about he got arrested, I guess, in the Dominican Republic. But he even went back and retweeted and said he was good. He got released and everything. He said he's fine. And I guess he said he's going to comment and talk more about it later. Yo,
bro, they were suspected of traveling on a yacht carrying high caliber weapons, ammunition, and military style gear.
That don't even surprise me.
McAfee tweeted Wednesday that he was leaving detention. Glad to be out of detention. We're safe and on our way to the airport. Thank God.
Yo, he's a character. He called that shit detention. Oh my God. Yo, he really said detention.
McAfee's account tweeted last week his only crime is not filing tax returns, and the rest is propaganda by the U.S. government to silence me.
Hey, man.
Yo, my man's just he's a beast. He's a beast.
He is. He be doing his own shit. He don't, man. He goes by the beat of his own drum, bro. On some other shit.
BitTorrent will replace Netflix. Dude, I gotta say, I'm a little disappointed on the old the BitTorrent stuff, man.
Why you say that?
Crypto-wise, anyway.
You mean like the coin?
Yeah, price action wise, and dude, I just come to terms, man. Dude, anything Justin's son is a part of is just fucked. It's just Lyndon, it's fucked, bro.
Yo,
just face
I feel
the
like
facts,
I'm waiting. Yo, I've been saying that from the jump, though. I feel like I'm really just waiting on the day for trying to just go all the way to the shitter, and then people be like, "Damn, like, yo, we really fucked up." Like, and I don't necessarily want that to happen, right? Because I don't want people to lose money. That sucks, right? When you're in that position. But I'm just looking at it for what it is, bro. And the things that he says, the things that he does, it is not healthy. It is not healthy at all. And I really almost feel like I almost feel like Justin's son just jumped into crypto just to ride the bandwagon and just hopefully makes a bunch of money off of it. And I feel like nothing is really coming to fruition from what he's done. And I'm just like, okay, is that what? Why? I really. Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say I really would love to sit down and have a conversation with him and see what he would say to certain questions I would ask, and then look at his fucking face and be like, "Are you lying to tell the truth?"
Yo, you know that he postponed his lunch.
Yeah, because he had kidney stones. Yeah. I heard about that.
Yo, from what I've heard, kidney stones are one of the worst things that a human can feel. Like,
yeah, they compare it to pregnancy. Facts.
Has anyone ever had kidney stones?
Yeah, I've been literally next to somebody going through that. Yeah, they definitely grown ass man crying like serious, and I'm like,
I've heard that.
In pain.
I've heard that it's
be
like
really painful,
absolutely awful.
Yeah.
So I mean, hey,
I definitely think it is.
If he had that, then it makes sense.
Yeah, but I don't think he did. I think that's some bullshit. Just saying.
I mean, you gotta be. That's pretty specific, man. Most people say, "Hey, I got the flu." I mean,
nah, because I mean, think about it, right? If you're Justin's son and something else is going on, you don't want people to know. You are gonna say something like that, hoping that the majority of people won't question it. But I'm questioning this shit anyway, just because you're Justin's son and you just said that shit.
San Francisco to disprove any of the.
Yeah, I don't think he's being detained in China. I definitely think he has some shit going on. I have no idea what it is, to be honest with you. But I don't think it's as simple as just some kidney stones, bro.
Fibbo says holding Tron is worse than kidney stones. Yikes.
Yeah.
Yo.
Thanks.
Yo, everybody, what's up? Welcome to the show. Thanks for being here to everybody. You're tuned in with the Late Night Crypto Legends. We're hanging out. We're having a good time. We're just chatting it up. We're bullshitting a little bit, shooting the breeze. Who's here right now with us? I see a bunch of people coming in. Can we get a quick little like spike going? You know what I'm saying? A little likey spiky. All right, here's how it's gonna work. I'm gonna count to 3. And I want everybody to go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. Now, if you don't hit the thumbs up button, it's a permaban. No, I'm just kidding. We would never do that. But it would be
stupid.
You're banned. No, all right. Let's see if we can hit 20 likes. Okay, 20 thumbs up. 20 thumbs up. You think we can do it?
I think so. I think we can. I think we could do. Yeah. Hell yeah.
We're only 5 away. That's it. All right. 1, 2, 3. Everybody hit the thumbs up button right now. Let's see if we can do it.
Yeah, I'm still dying that you just called that shit a likey spiky.
A little.
Forever with that, bro.
Bro, it's a likey spiky smoothie, baby. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Can we hit it? Yo, Colin Wade, what's up, bro?
Yeah, Colin in the building.
Y'all sound like 2 little schoolgirls talking crap about somebody is older and more successful than y'all.
Fatty Big Butterface. Nah, believe me, that definitely ain't the case.
I mean,
shout out to him for his success, but nah.
Yo, I'm envious of Justin's son's success because he's my age, and my man's talking billions. So I have nothing against him. I'm just saying, any of the projects that he's worked on or created haven't really fulfilled the expectation.
Right.
That's all I'm saying.
All. Facts. That's what it is. Definitely what it is. So hopefully that changes, though. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, we'll see. It's only a matter of time, right? Can either go one or two ways. But yo, thanks to everybody that hit that thumbs up button. Man, dude, yo, bro. If this is that wait, is that big news still happening?
What big news?
You know the big news.
You mean on this Friday?
Yes.
Yeah, hell yeah, that's still happening. We can tell people you want.
Wait, that's happening?
if I'm you talking about the guest, right?
Yes.
Oh yeah, that's happening. Hell yeah,
That's happening on Friday?
Oh, yeah, that's happening Friday, bruh.
Yo, they don't even know.
Who?
The
No, they
community.
don't know. They don't know. Nah.
Yo, should we tell them?
I think we could. I think we should.
Wait. They don't know what is happening this Friday night.
Negative. They do not.
Oh my God, bro. How are we supposed to tell them? Do we just come out with it, or what do we do?
We could. You know what I'm saying? We could.
Justin's son will be in prison eventually, so you're all good.
Oh yeah.
Yikes.
I hope that don't happen, but if it did, I wouldn't say I'd be surprised. Facts.
Don't envy anyone. The more money, power, influence you have, the more your soul is compromised. Pisces, Facts. I don't have a soul. I'm soulless. I'm a money-hungry son of a bitch. That's just the truth. That's how the cookie crumbles. I always opt out. I always opt out of doing what's right to make more money. If it's right, I ain't with it.
He's stupid, yo.
Nah, I'm just kidding. Nah, I believe that
sponsored by the NSA.
There's balance. I believe there's balance. It's a biological need. It's a known fact. Opinion, fact, however you want to call it. In this world, okay? Mm-hmm. Money won't make you happy, but it won't make you unhappy. Being broke doesn't make you happy either. I believe that in this world, there's a whole bunch of secret things and amazing things that the world has to offer that you can only unlock with money. Money makes the world go round. You need it to eat. You need it to survive. You need it to feed your family. You need it to take care of yourself medically, right? You gotta grind hard. You gotta shine hard. The world will deliver you pain if you don't make a lot of money. You will live a life of pain. I believe that's my. I believe that. And you can look. Just look at the world. Now, I'm not saying that having $1 billion in your bank account is going to make you happy, because it won't. There comes a point where material items just don't even matter anymore, right? Like, you don't want it. You don't care about it, right? You buy a Lambo. I mean, I know many people that have Lambos. And in fact, one of my buddies has the sickest Ferrari in the world. He said, bro, I bought the Ferrari. I fucking was crazy about it for a week, and then it just sat in my garage, and I walked past it every day. Didn't feel a damn thing anymore, right? Yeah. And that's how it is sometimes. But yeah, I'll tell you, if you look at the world and you look at people that have tons of money and you look at people that don't have tons of money, more so the people that don't have tons of money are in more pain and struggle than the people that have tons of money. And that right there is enough to tell you got to go out there and grind, man. You gotta grind. If you tell, then people can prepare, share, invite, and you gotta have a huge show. All right, here it is. Check this out, right? Oh, but on that note, let me say this. And I know that there's a lot of successful people here in the chat. Yeah. And I know, Lyndon, you've done some amazing things too. Yo, a lot of people think that if you just got, let's say, 100,000, 200,000 in cash in your account, that it would make you feel some different type of way. It wouldn't. Trust me. Because at the end of the day, it's never enough, chat. It's never enough. When you get 100,000, you need 500,000. You get 500,000, you need $1 million. It's never enough. It's like a sick, vicious cycle. It's never enough. And it doesn't change the way that you feel. And that right there is why I believe that money doesn't make you happy. It just doesn't. Yeah. And it doesn't buy love either. Yeah. You can't buy someone's love.
No. All of the things that really cost, all of the things that are most valuable, the things that cost the most, the cost the most, you cannot pay for that shit with money.
Nah, you can't.
You can't.
But you can buy a jet ski.
You can. You can definitely. You can buy shit to have fun with.
Hey.
You can buy things to evoke emotions. But you know what I'm saying? You gotta be right with yourself at the end of the day. You have to. Otherwise, none of that shit's gonna matter.
Yeah. I mean, hey, look, some people are perfectly, like, if you make however much and you're able to provide for your family, you never go hungry, you have a roof over your head, you're comfortable, and you're loving life, dude, salute. Like, I tip my hat off to you, because the goal of life is to be happy and spend it with the people that you love and care about. I believe that's the goal in life. Some people may not agree with that, but that's what my goal is. Be happy, happiness. So if for you, if making millions of dollars is not your MO, that there's nothing wrong with that. Just make sure that you're not in a position where you're struggling, because I believe that on this world, life is short and no one should ever struggle. I believe that people should not struggle. I don't believe that people should ever go hungry or ever have anxiety about when they're going to make their next dollar to pay their bills. Like, it's not fun. I've struggled before. That shit sucks, right? Especially if you got kids and a family and you need to provide. Like, I don't believe anybody deserves to struggle. So if you're good and all your biological needs are taken care of and you feel fulfillment, dude, more power to you. More power to you. But a lot of people go through life, they don't feel fulfilled. They don't feel fulfilled. They don't feel like they are happy. They don't feel like they've reached their potential. They may not feel like they've done what they wanted to do. They didn't leave their footprint. They're running against the clock and they're not happy. Right? And that sucks too. So, I mean, hey, it's all subjective, right?
Fibbo said hookers are not free.
Well, Fibbo, you see this. The thing about that is, one time I met up with Lyndon down in San Antonio. Okay, and out of nowhere, he pulled back this curtain. There were a bunch of them in there, and he said, "It's all free, Ross. It's all free." But you got to show up on Tuesdays.
Oh my God.
Yo, let's tell him about the special guest, dude. I don't even care anymore. I don't care anymore, okay? We're telling him. Lyndon just texted me right now off the stream. You saw him on his phone? Yeah. He said, "Bro, don't tell them." But I'm telling him, Lyndon. I'm telling them right now, bro. I'm overruling you. I'm sick of you hiding out like this, bro. And hiding these things. Like that one thing you told me, bro. I'm about to tell them that too.
Oh, man. Here we go. You letting it all loose then.
I'm letting it all. I'm telling them right now.
There we go.
This Friday. You know what? If guys, if I should spill the beans, this Friday, just drop a 1 in the chat. I want see some 1s in the chat. All the 1s in the chat, and I'm spilling the damn beans for Friday, man, because I've had it. Lyndon coming up with every week he's something new. He never wants to tell me. Never wants to tell me. I'm tired of being in the dark, man. I need to know these things. What is the New York guy's name? My name's Ross Alex, and this is Crypto Bully. Lyndon.
Yeah, Lyndon. Yeah, I already know. Facts.
I went from 750 hours OT a year to 0. Wow, bro. It's a lot of OT.
Man. It is. I done worked a lot of OT in my life too. I gave that shit. Money's funny, bro. Money. My quote with money that I made up, bro, is money is my number one priority, but everything I love comes before it. Everything.
That's on your Facebook.
Yep. Facts.
All right.
Oh, wait. We're friends on Facebook? Are we friends on Facebook? No. Oh.
Are we? I don't. I mean, who are you, bro? How did
What's your name again?
How did I get here? All right, chat. Yo, check this out, right? So this Friday, you guys know Lyndon. If you've been tuned into the show for a few years, man, Lyndon, he likes to move silently, you know? He's that dude that he just moves silently and you just gotta roll with it, right? He's that type of dude. One day he'll just come and land in front of you in a helicopter and be like, "Yo, hop in." And you'll be like, "Yo, what the fuck? Where'd you get a helicopter?" He'd be like, "Yo, I know some people." He'd be like, "What the fuck? What the fuck? That's the type of dude Lyndon is. So check this out, right? So this Friday, we have a very, very special guest joining us, okay? And Lyndon, I'll let you break the news to the people on who's joining us.
Right, yeah, man. So I've been trying to get this person.
Should we have them guests? Should we have them guests before?
Let's have them guests.
Okay. Yo, all right. Who do you think is gonna be coming out on Friday on the show? It's a big guest. This ain't no Carlito, okay? No, I'm just kidding. I love you, Carlito. No.
Damn.
No. It's a big guest though. Who do you think it is, chat? And continue, man. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, you're good. I was gonna say something about the guest, but now I want people to guess now. Guess the guest.
I can work up to 73 hours a week, but with taxes, no more than 68 seems worth it. It's
not worth it. Yep, facts. Taxes, man, eat through all that shit. Sucks.
Absolutely, Kim. I agree with you 100%.
Mm-hmm.
I will never let greed take over my soul, period. Just freaking try to accomplish at least 10 Bitcoins. You'll never know in the future. At least 10. You're going to need a lot more than 10 Bitcoin.
Nah. Depending on what they trying to do, how they trying to live, probably not.
10 Bitcoins only 50K.
Nah, 10. You talking about? No, you got to think about 10 Bitcoins in the future.
In the future. Yeah. I thought you meant right now. I'd be like, you're not gonna get far with 10 Bitcoin.
You go to about 2 or 3 vacations and it's a wrap. You gotta go back to work.
Yeah, facts. You're like, what do I do now? All right. We got some guesses. We got some guesses. Okay. So CryptoX says McAfee. Colin Wade says Elon. D says Bitcoin Ben. Fibbo Swanee says Justin Sun's kidney stone.
Yo, Fibbo be giving the funniest fucking answers, yo.
Kim says she knows, but she won't spoil it.
She does.
How do you know, Kim? And is your name really Kim? Who are you? Yo, that's what Carlito does. Yo, someone will compliment him and then he'll be like, who are you? What's your address? What's your social security number? And then he goes to his computer and he starts looking them up. And
Yo, hilarious, bro.
Yo, I love Carlito, man.
Oh, my God.
Fatty says Bitcoin Ben. 10 BTC is 100K is not a bad start. No, definitely not a bad start. If it hit 100K. Or when it hits 100K.
I don't even think it's an if. I think it's a win.
When, when. I mean, I'm just saying right now.
Yeah, I got you.
But 10 Bitcoin in the future. Okay. We got some guesses. All right. So, I'll tell you right now, it's not Elon. Not yet. Not yet. We're not even in talks yet. But hopefully, as the show grows, we can do that, right? We can get that kind of swing. McAfee's on a yacht with about 50 AR-15s and a couple bulletproof vests, so I don't think he's going to be able to make it.
Yeah, he's not available. He's a little busy right now.
Justin Sun, he's going to be meeting up with Warren Buffett, so he ain't going to be available.
Definitely not available.
So who is it, bro?
It is Bitcoin Ben, yo.
Bitcoin Ben. Chat. Bitcoin Ben is going to be joining us on Friday, this Friday, which is absolutely incredible. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be so much fun. Why are we having Bitcoin Ben on the show?
Yo, so Bitcoin Ben is the homie, for real. Like, I've had plenty of conversations with this dude. I've done two or three podcasts with him? 2 podcasts with him too. Yo, the reason why I mess with Bitcoin Ben so hard, man, is because the conversations we have are just about as real as it gets in terms of him being himself and bringing out his personality. within a conversation, man. We talk about it all the time, man. You know, you get people that get real stiff and real corporate like sometimes in crypto when they talk and have conversations. I don't know about anybody else, but even, you know what I'm saying, like, that's just not me, bro. I like to just chill. I like to have a good time and give people a good show. He's definitely that guy. He's probably the funnest interview I've ever had to this day out of anybody in crypto in terms of relax and talk and just chill. Like, literally, we'll forget I'm doing a fucking interview and we'll just be chopping it up. So yeah, he was real cool, man. He said he was gonna come through, chop it up with us. Like I said, I've had him on a podcast twice. I've been on his YouTube channel, and I wanted to have him here in Crypto Legends, man, just to chop it up, talk. Anybody that's in the chat, obviously, when he's here, if you got questions, when I ask him, whatever, man, he's a real cool guy. He's down to earth ass dude. I know he's down to talk and chill, and you know what I'm saying? Just offer his opinion when it comes to. He a smart ass dude too. Let that be known. I've had conversations with him, conversations on stuff not involving crypto. Dude really knows his shit. Because I've heard him. Because what made me even pay attention to him in the first place, when he said a couple of things that related to crypto but weren't really dealing with crypto, and I was just like, oh shit, like, okay, you really know some people or been researching some stuff. So yeah, it's always fun, bro. He always drops knowledge. So
facts. It's gonna be a great time, guys. Trust me, the show is going to be lit. So get ready for that. That's gonna be happening Friday, 10 p.m. Central Time. And man, I'm pumped. So bring your questions.
Oh yeah.
And we're gonna be, you already know, we're gonna be setting it off, man. It's probably, honestly, it's probably gonna be the biggest stream we've ever done so far, to be honest. Because he has a massive following.
All right, so going back to what you were saying before we even talked about this. Yo, we probably gonna have another random special guest just pop through.
On Friday?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. No, nobody knows. Nobody, not even you, knows who it is.
Of course I don't. Why would I know? Why would I know? I'm the other half of the show.
You this, Ross, you really gonna like this person though. I know that's a fact.
Is it Ellen DeGeneres? That would be lit.
Yo, if I could have Ellen DeGeneres over here, that'd be a whole nother level of litness, bro. Like, that shit would be crazy.
Beard chicken wing, says Fatty. Okay, so Friday, it's gonna be live. It's definitely gonna be amazing. And with that being said, let's go ahead and get into that next news story of the evening. We're talking about Willy Woo. And I gotta be honest, this is the first time I'm hearing about Willy Woo.
Yeah.
I have not followed. Is it a man or a woman?
It's a man.
Okay. I have not followed Willy Woo. I'm assuming he's very popular.
Yeah, he's a
crypto
partner
analyst.
of Adaptive Capital, and he's a crypto analyst.
Okay.
He's like mad popular on crypto Twitter. So
yeah. Man, I think that's because I'm just not in tune with the whole crypto Twitter world.
Yeah,
which is why. But anyways, talking about Willy Woo, that's quite the name there. Like, how do you come up with a name like that?
Yeah, it's definitely an interesting ass name to say the least.
Willy Woo. What's up? Like, how do you come up with that though?
I have no idea, bro. I'm gonna have to research that. Like, how did you come up with your name? Or just ask him, like, yo, what
ask him, yo, send him a tweet. Be like, yo, what the fuck?
What's up?
You want some mushrooms? Yeah. You just needed a name?
Facts. Yeah, I don't know how he came up with it, but man, that shit is easy to remember. I can tell you that.
Willy Woo. Willy Woo discusses the greatest threat to Bitcoin's dream. Okay. Yeah. Yo, let's get into it. Oh, by the way, chat, all of the news articles are in the description of this video. So if you want to follow along, you can check them out. Don't read that. Don't read that. We're gonna act like that never happened. Don't read that.
Yo, the chat's comments tonight got me done, bro. Like, yo, the chat's comments are killing me, man. Between Fibbo and D, like, I'm about to die over here.
Yo, let's get into it, man. Take it away.
My bad, give me a sec. I gotta regain myself. That shit was funny. I just wasn't expecting that. Okay, all right. So, Willy Woo, man. If you don't follow this guy on Twitter, I would definitely suggest it. He always definitely says some interesting stuff, lends some interesting perspectives when it comes to crypto. He's a known and respected crypto analyst on crypto Twitter, and yeah, you should definitely follow him. But again, y'all already know all these articles. We keep the links to the description. If you click on this article, it would actually show the tweet that I'm about to reference right now. But it was funny. One thing he said, he was like, he posed the question. He even posted the chart. Basically stems all the way back before 1950s. But he says, why does gold trade like a shit coin, but over 100 years instead of 100 weeks? And yo, that is the truth. Like that couldn't be more of the truth, because when you look at, matter of fact, why do I always forget that we can share the screen now? Like I always forget that shit. Hold on, I'm gonna share the screen, y'all, just so y'all can see this, because this is hilarious to me. Give me a second. All right, so check this out, right? If I can now get back to, so check this out. Literally looking at the chart, right? Yo, tell me that does not look like a fucking shitcoin. Like legit. I mean, look at the rises, the increases, and the drops in these prices, man. It really does look like that. It's hilarious. But yeah, he made a really good point. He talks about basically, you know, why does it trade like that? And then he goes around even more so and addresses why the chart looks like this in regards to gold, right? And he says a really good point. He says the primary reason for the commodity shitcoin like trading behavior is due to it existing in a controlled market with few hands holding a concentrated supply. And bruh, I definitely agree with that. I definitely agree with him when he says that, right? I mean, you think about the stock market, you think about commodities, things like that, right? It is heavily manipulated and controlled by big arms, big hands, I guess you should say. So it is a case. So when thinking about this, right, of course, you start thinking about this in relative to Bitcoin, and then he comes out with another tweet and he says probably the greatest risk to Bitcoin's dream is the concentration of few coins to a few hands. They'll basically be the new bankers. And I was like, that's, you know, and this is something that I've thought about before, and it's definitely crossed my mind previously, and that's kind of something I've always worried about. It's that Blockstream, it's a couple of things that I worry about when it comes to Bitcoin, honestly. But that it's really, that's a really good point, and it's really a concern, because essentially, right, if you have institutional investors that come in this space, so you have companies like Bax that are doing futures products and things like that, right, and they start sucking up the Bitcoin supply to try to basically you know, make those things possible, to have that liquidity, things like that. It really does kind of concern me, because essentially whoever has the majority of that supply more or less can control the market in a sense. And it's just like, man, what does that look like? What would that look like for Bitcoin if it's not spread out? And it is centrally, you know, if a couple of people have a majority of the Bitcoin in circulation, damn, like, what is that going to mean for trading? What is trading going to look like? To me, the more that happens, the more it makes sense to see Bitcoin used as a store of wealth rather than a day-to-day thing for, you know, buying and purchasing goods and services and things like that, right? So that's definitely something that's in my mind. And also, when you think about it too, it's also, you think about just the sheer number of what will Bitcoin's price be at, right? What will Bitcoin's price be at if that happens? What will transaction fees look like if that happens? Like, I can only imagine what would be happening in that case. And again, you know, if it does that, you know, when we get further into that, is the Bitcoin chart going to start mirroring that of gold? Is it going to start looking like that? Is it going to be heavily manipulated, heavily controlled in that sense? So I really hope not, and I really hope in times things happen to kind of deter that and keep that from happening. But at the end of the day, you never really know. But I mean, large scale accumulation by institutions definitely present that as being a possibility, and it's something that I worry about. So it's just something that I keep in mind in the back of my head, and I pay really close attention to. And another thing that was said, actually, this is my probably favorite part of this article, is that there was a tweet by a guy or by a person. I can't even say if it's a guy or not. And when he was giving kind of his view on this, and it's at less_is_a_lot. So less is a lot, right? And he said deflationary currency that can actually work as a medium of exchange is what he feels like would be a good solution to this. And what he said as well is Bitcoin is nothing more than a complex speculative asset the wealthy uses to suck wealth away from the dumb and greedy. And man, while I understand that isn't the intention that it was created for, that's not the point of Bitcoin. I absolutely positively believe that people are trying to use Bitcoin as that. And that's something that I've thought in my head. That's something I've communicated to a few other people that I really feel like is a thing. And I'm thinking like, man, if you think about just monetary system, how it works, the way it's set up, how we go through these cycles and things like that, right? Deflation works and inflation and everything else. Bitcoin could essentially make all of that worse if people try to grab it and control it in that way and use it as a manipulative mechanism to suck wealth away from people. If people aren't aware of how that could actually work. Because if you think about the current monetary system we have in place, how our current economic system works, most people don't understand that shit. Most people don't know how it works. So you take that, you add cryptocurrency on top of it, and you're going to just all of a sudden expect people to understand that? No, you're going deeper into the rabbit hole. So it puts certain people in a better position to even further suck wealth away from people. So while I hope that doesn't really come to fruition in the long term, again, I could definitely see it being used as being that. And honestly, in some way, shape, or form, it's probably being used in that way already. It's just it just sucks. But I mean, it's a reality. It's crypto. You got a good side and you got a fucking bad side. That's really what it is. So, Ross, what do you think about that, man? Do you think Bitcoin, if it turns into this thing of just being a mechanism being used, bro, to just snatch money away from people just because they're speculative trading, may not see the bigger picture, and if a couple hands get a hold of like a large portion of the supply, bro, that's scary, dog. Yo, I can't hear you. Can you hear me? I can't hear you at all.
Oh, my bad. I said, well, what does it look like right now as far as because with such a limited supply, don't a certain number of people control the supply anyway? The majority of the supply?
I wouldn't say that necessarily because of the fact that obviously we still have more to come into the system, right? We still have more Bitcoin to be mined, so that's one thing. Secondly, you're thinking about a lot of the wallets that have a lot of Bitcoins in them. And things like that. Well, I mean, of course you have that now, right? But that could end up changing as time goes on, right? Because as price goes up, you're going to have people that are going to sell. You may have whales that dump on the market, things like that, right? So those percentages are probably going to change, right? How it's going to change, we don't know. That's the part we can't predict the future, right? But I definitely think what he talks about in that article is definitely a possibility. And I think it's a possibility that anybody with a lot of money, they're definitely fucking paying attention to. You would be dumb to be a whale in this and not look at that perspective because you're essentially just putting yourself at a huge fucking risk. So it's
yeah, man, I don't know, dude.
It kind of sucks, honestly. But
for me, bro, like I'm not even really focused on buying Bitcoin right now, to be honest. I'm more into the riskier shit.
The alts.
I like the alts, man. Like, don't get me wrong, Bitcoin's cool, but man, I feel like you just need such a big stack to make a move, like to make a, for me at least, to make like a significant move. Let me ask you this. If you buy Bitcoin right now, you buy one Bitcoin for 10K, right?
Yep.
And in 3 years, Bitcoin goes up to 100K, right?
Yeah.
And fiat value wise, you made let's say 90K or whatever,
Right.
right? Do you think that you could make more money in 3 years trading 10K, knowing what you know, knowing TA in alts? Or do you think that you would make more money in Bitcoin?
That's a good question. So
And what do you think, chat?
off of just okay, so I like the question. Off of just 10K. Honestly, alts, probably alts. I would definitely think I would make more off alts, but obviously with that comes a lot more risk. So it's just like because in reality, if I had 10K and Bitcoin was at 10K, because of my TA knowledge, right, up to that 100K, I would definitely make more than $100,000. Only because $90,000 because I'm going to be trading within those patterns. And right with Bitcoin, you can long and short it. A lot of altcoins, you can't necessarily do that. You know what I'm saying? Liquidity isn't there anyway. I mean, it'd be fucking scary to do so anyway. But I mean, that wouldn't be the case. But of course, right, we still have things. We know, if we have alt summers or alt seasons or whatever in the case, right? Obviously, you know what I'm saying? The amount you can make on an altcoin, percentage wise, could be much greater because of the low price, the low amount of that coin, the potential it has to increase in price. But again, it becomes a lot more dangerous. So I think, and that's the thing. Yeah, me personally, bro. I mean, I trade for real, so I fuck with alts. I love alts, you know what I'm saying? But I also love Bitcoin. I love Bitcoin for its more predictive and stable moves compared to altcoins. Altcoins can be fucking crazy, bro. Like, pump and dumps and all types of crazy shit. You ain't pumping and dumping ain't happening to the degree that it happens on all these fucking altcoins. It's a little different. So,
bro, this is the new wave, okay?
Yeah.
Whenever Binance announces they're listing something, you buy it and then you dump it. If you do that 10 times with a nice little bag and you know what you're doing, you can make a fuck ton of money.
Yeah.
A fuck ton.
Yeah, definitely.
Yo, it's insane. It's like a hack. It's like a money-making hack.
Yeah.
Yo.
Well, you know what?
Chat, who knows if this is going to be forever, right? Maybe one, Binance controls so much of the market's movement and price action. Yo, right now, for example, they're getting ready to list, what is it? Wink. W-I-N. Win, or whatever. Wink, whatever the fuck.
Right about that.
You buy it and you fucking dump it. You get out. The other day, ERD went up 70% in less than 24 hours, and it dumped all the way to the shithole. 70%, bro. But no one even knows what the fuck it is. No one cares. It's the best part. No one gives a fuck. No one gives a fuck what these fucking coins do, bro. Who fucking cares, bro? Nobody gives a fuck what these coins are doing, bro. They go up, they go down. You never hear about them again. Come on, bro. Yo, and the best part is it's encouraged. They encourage you to buy it. They say, buy this. You'll get rewarded for buying it. We'll airdrop you a fucking whatever, man. It's insane. It's insane that you can do this.
I think that's
bro. Binance has 1 million customers. Right on their front page, they tell you, they give you the heads up. Hey, we're listing this in 24 hours. They give you the dates. They give you all the specifics. You buy it. You got to know what you're doing. If you don't know what you're doing, you can get fucking wrecked.
You get really fucked.
Destroyed. You'll get fucking your throat ripped out. Yes, you think something 100%. Like, you don't want to be the guy that's buying when it's already up 70%, okay?
No.
It ain't it most likely it ain't going up to 80%, 90%. It's gonna go back down. But yeah, I mean, of course you can look at the charts, but dude, that's the plan, bro. That's all you gotta do. You don't gotta buy Bitcoin and wait 3 years, bro. You just keep buying on Binance.
I will say this, if for no other reason, I'm telling you, that's why I love TA, bro. Because it takes, when I look at numbers, certain percent for the last couple hours, 24 hours, week, month, it matters, but it almost doesn't matter at all. Those numbers don't even faze me anymore. Because when you look at TA, it kind of rules that out, because it takes those numbers that look good or bad and it makes it make sense based on like, okay, what's happening, right? Because you may look at a number and be like, oh, it's up 70% for the day, but if you go in to do TA, you might see that there's more room to go up, and it's like, okay, the risk is worth the reward in this particular situation, long term, generally, if I'm looking at it that way too, right? But you may look at another situation and be like, fuck no, like, hell nah, no way, shape, and form would I do that on this particular project because the charts don't add up, TA doesn't look good, nope, I wouldn't do it, right? So that's why I love it, man, because I really think it takes it helps you make a decision on any fucking thing, good or bad. You know what I'm saying? And it really does make you love when shit's in the red and chill when shit's in the green. So everybody's panicking and panic buying in where you already bought when shit was in the red and shit was going down. So it's like game time. So you're pretty much selling when everybody else is buying. That's what I love about it, bro.
Facts.
Love it.
Like, Win is launching on July 30th.
Yeah.
They're doing their whole giveaway. There's 1 billion tokens. That's an insane amount of tokens.
That's ridiculous. Like for the whole supply or just
total token supply? 1 billion.
Oh no, I've seen plenty of with a lot more. That's not that. I'm surprised.
I mean, no. Excuse me. 999 billion. I read that wrong. Yeah. No, 999 billion win.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. That's what the hell? I'm gonna have to look at them and see what the hell they doing. That's crazy, dog.
Bro, they're doing what every other fucking new IEO is doing. No. This one is a gaming platform for users to play, socialize, and stake across multiple blockchain ecosystems.
Okay.
The Win token serves as a native digital asset within the platform through behavioral mining, innovative token economy design, and other incentive mechanisms. Wink has built an ecosystem that provides quality gaming experiences, enable developers to build yeah, I mean, dude, hey, fuck it. Games, I like games. Let's buy some. Chat, we gonna buy some or what? Who's buying? Matt's already ready. Matt's fucking in. He said IEOs for days. That's it. That's it. So you buy it, dump it. Take your gain. Get out. You'll probably never hear about the fucking coin again, the token again. It's done. It's over.
Man, I ain't doing no IEOs, but I'll look at the chart after it drops. Give it some time to create some data and then go from there.
Bro, most of these IEOs go to the graveyard once they're done. Once the pop is over, you don't hear about them anymore.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
Like, look at one, right? Look at one. Who's still talking about one?
Oh yeah. Oh, but it's still one is still one is still around. Trust and believe that. I know that because I've traded it and made money recently.
But I'm talking. Okay, but Linden.
Sentiment don't matter.
Linden, bro. You can't even see, bro. This is.
You gotta remember though.
Up.
You gotta remember.
Down.
Yeah.
Finish.
But, hey, that's what I'm saying. That's why I said from a TA perspective, it's different when you look at stuff like that.
Up.
Because
down.
Yeah, calculated differently.
I know.
Because think about it.
You can trade in between. I know.
Yeah. But you gotta think about this too, right? But I think you make a good point. So if you can decipher even more so, right? If you could try to figure out what products are good, like you said, up, down. Now, if it's down and you look both technical and fundamental, you can determine if that shit gonna go back up.
I agree with you, but like for example, 2 days ago, one was at 106 sats. Now it's at 114. So
Yeah.
you could have, if you know TA, you could have made fucking 9 sats, which could equate to $1,000, 2,000, 3,000 bucks profit gain.
Yeah, I mean,
however much you're trading, right? However much you're risking, however much you have. Yo, people, dude, if you're trading with like 100 G's and something moves 2 sats, yo, that could equal some big money for you.
Possibly, but the question is that if you trade with 100 G's and something moves 2 sats, can you even cash that 100 G's out? And then, is it even worth cashing it out from moving 2 sats?
I'm not being literal. I'm just saying,
yeah.
so you don't have to have insane price action to make money. Exactly. Let's just say you put 100 G's on something, it goes up 5%, and you get out of it. I mean, that could be 5 G's right there.
That's true. I've literally heard people trade large amounts of money on coins that are in single-digit sats, literally between 1 and 10 sats, and they will just trade that large sum of money back and forth because, the percentage that you make is big enough to where you can sell off and you're good. Especially if liquidity's there. If you have those low sat coins and they're making they're moving a sat, 2 sats back and forth throughout a day, and there's enough liquidity there. I know people who will trade that, who prefer to trade that shit. Because they'll just sit there and scalp that shit.
I think if I put 100 G's into an alt, I would throw up and go.
I definitely would.
I would literally. I would never. I don't think I could ever. I would go into it.
Like I would die.
I would lose my mind.
What was I looking at? The sat.
It's too much for me.
I was looking at one. The Satoshis was real fucking low, but the volume was like dumb high, and I was just like, yo, what the fuck? Like, who the fuck? I can't even remember which one it was. Damn, I wish I could.
Tron?
Nah, I wasn't. BTT. Matter of fact, your favorite fucking coin. It's 8 sats, bro. But the volume for that shit on Binance is crazy.
Yo, the volume is stupid crazy.
But it's fucking 8. So think about that. Imagine that. You know what I'm saying? Each sat that it's moving, it's fucking. It's potentially percentage-wise massive. Right? You know what I'm saying? Now, depending on how much you have, you can flow in, and that's what I'm saying. I see people scalp like that and do that shit all the time. Like, that's how they make their money. That's the only way they trade. That's it. Literally. And they make money. It's possible. I'm good. Not my cup of tea, but it can be done.
Crypto's a bitch.
Yeah.
Crypto's a fucking bitch.
Yeah,
fucking done with this market. I'm out. I'm buying Apple stock, and my buddy tried to convince me I'm buying some fucking funds yesterday. What was he trying to get me to buy?
What? You don't even know.
Fucking what do they call ETFs?
Oh yeah, what about it?
The conglomerates. What are they called?
The conglomerates? What are you talking about?
Like the funds where you're buying a stock that contains multiple different companies, multiple different blue chips. What are they called?
I think I know what you're talking about. I have no.
What are they called, chat? My mind's not there right now. I know what they're called, but they're funds. They're mutual funds. They're like I don't know. Forget it. My brain hurts. Yo, shout out to everybody that's been rocking with us. Man, oh man.
You're not talking about a hedge fund, are you?
No. I'm not talking about a hedge fund. It's like it's a stock, right? It's like a fund, and there's like the fund may be trading like Apple, GE, Bank of America, like all at once. So you're buying that stock, and ETF.
ETF, right?
Yeah, ETFs.
You said it the first time.
I don't even know my name anymore. I'm tired.
Sit out on the money.
um, yo, anyways, chat. Yo, Lyndon, do we got some bonus content for the people?
Yo, so yeah, y'all gonna have to y'all need to go watch that. It's actually a video, man. Yo, it is bonus content. It's a video. It is by Altcoin Daily. They make some pretty dope content. Shout out to Altcoin Daily on YouTube, man. Go check them out. Yes, that is a really interesting video. It is called Don't Be Fooled. Bitcoin will make a lot of people very rich. Only because you have a narrative, man. Certain people just think just Bitcoin is just not gonna do shit. Or they were referencing videos and tweets back in the day saying, oh, it's all down, everything's over, it's it went down. All of these times where Bitcoin's going up, it had significant pullback of 60% or more. You all of a sudden get people that saying, oh, this shit's over. And that's not necessarily the case. And you would think after all of these fucking boom and bust, all of these and pullbacks, that people would start to realize, like, oh, okay, maybe this is just how things work in a market. It's called a market cycle. And some people just don't. So, don't think just because price is getting big, you can't make good money or you can't get into crypto or it's too late, because that's not the case. We are still at pretty much the beginning of this shit. We've been around for 10 years, a little over 10 years, but it's still, man, there's a lot of growth to go with crypto and Bitcoin specifically. So please don't be fooled. Don't let people fool you, for real. Like, learn some shit, whatever you can, get an edge, properly educate yourself, create a stance and opinion for yourself based on yourself and your own research and your knowledge. And then if you like it and you like what you see, get in where you fit in and make money. Because I can tell you one thing, if nothing else, cryptocurrency is absolutely the thing that's going to make me a super multi-millionaire. Facts. I don't see it any other way.
Yo, I agree, man. It's just too fun. It's too fun, man.
It is.
It's a bitch, but it's fun. Yo, have you ever looked into Aurora Cannabis, the stock?
I've heard of that, but no, I haven't looked into it.
Bro, Aurora Cannabis. Chat, who here has looked into Aurora Cannabis? Aurora Cannabis was once at, literally 3 years ago, was at 50 cents. And it shot up to $7, dude. And now it's over $6 right now. Aurora Cannabis.
Over what time frame? How long of a time span did it take to get?
3 years.
Oh, okay. Damn. Yeah, for
2015. 2015, it was 30 cents, dude. 25 cents. 20 cents. September 4th, 2015, it was 20 cents, bro. Right now, today is $6.55. But at its
what's crazy?
High was over $8. Over $10 was its high.
You know what's crazy when I hear that? Is that 30 cent to over $10 being a high in 3 years can be 2 fucking weeks in crypto, bro. Like during all season or something.
Yeah.
Like that's what's crazy. Like everything I think of now when I hear numbers, I compare it to these crazy crypto numbers, and it just further makes me think of how fucking crazy this market really is. Like that's fucking insane.
It
think
is.
Like, oh, that's slow. Like, what do you mean 30 cents to $7 in 3 years? That's too fucking slow.
Nah, that's a fact, man. It's just it's the question of when is that time coming back for the people, man.
Yeah, man. Look, altcoin season also, I don't even think it's an if. When altcoin season comes back around, I think if you're not really properly prepared to trade, you are going to fucking hate yourself. Like, if you want to make money, it is. Like, I was going back and looking at numbers from just the old off season, man, in 2017. The numbers were fucking stupid. Like, they were really stupid. And I think about more liquidity because we have a higher market cap, more money. And even if, like I said, even if we had half of those numbers, bro, the amount of money you can make if you trade properly is fucking because bro, if we have another alt season, which I really believe we are, it's gonna be shit pumping that's not gonna be worth a shit. Like that's just facts. That's just how it goes. Tron may fuck around and pump again. Ripple may fuck around and pump. I mean, who knows? Who knows what will pump, right? But the being able to capitalize off of that, your wallet is gonna fucking love you, man. And I'm ready. I'm so gearing up. I'm preparing for that shit right now.
That's a fact, man. Yo, a lot of this stuff, man, is just time, bro. It's time.
Yeah, it is.
It's time, man. Like even with the example I just gave with the raw cannabis, you talking about if you put 10 G's in at 30 cents, you would have to lock up that 10 G's for 3.5 years. Yeah, you'll sell it at the top if you know charts and you're ready to get out and make $300,000. But that's 3 years, bro. Most people can't even fucking save $1,000 in 6 months. Sorry. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, it's time, man. It's just time. Like, everybody's focused right now on Bitcoin's price, like 10K, 8K, 12K, 15K. But when you zoom out and you look at a 5-year cycle, you're playing a long-term game.
Yeah, always. Yeah. And I think, and this is, Fatty Big Butterpan says a really good point. He said a couple comments that was really good. He said the article talks about taking wealth from investors that have a trader mentality, a short-term game mentality. If you buy Bitcoin or another project like Litecoin, Ethereum, Ripple, or ADA, while they are low and just hold long-term, you can overcome this stuff to wealth. They drew in a whole new generation of people who never invested before and took their wealth because they were tempted into trading instead of long-term investing. Yep, and I agree with that 100%. That's why I always feel like the best strategy in investing in cryptocurrency, my personal opinion, is a combination of long-term and short-term. And really, it's me short-term investing to increase my long-term holdings because I believe what he said is 100% true. And I will say that shit again. The article talks about taking wealth from investors that have a trader mentality, specifically a short-term game mentality, especially if you do not have the proper knowledge. You will get fucking wrecked. I see it over and over and over and over and over and over. Like I can say this shit forever. I see it all the time. And that shit couldn't be more true, especially during all seasons. If you do not know how to properly trade, buy long term, hold that shit, and go chill, go hodl, because you don't want to get wrecked trying to short term game just to make a bunch of money and you don't know what the fuck you're doing. So I 100% agree with Fatty Big Butterpants is saying, and I'm doing both. He said the people who bought Apple stock and sold it the next week didn't make money. It's the people who held long term. Facts. That's why I said I'm always trying to increase my pot by using short-term trading strategies, which mainly for me is target trading, in order to increase my long-term holdings, because I think Bitcoin got a long fucking way to go in the years to come, and I'm trying to enjoy that ride up. Facts. And I want to be able to maximize it. I want to enjoy, because I'm like you in that process, Ross. I'm you in that thought. I like the thrill of trading. It is great when when you can engage in trading things like that. I'm trading right now, literally. Like I'm in trades right now, right? But I want to do it properly because I don't want to get fucking wrecked. I'm not trying to be that person. I'm not trying to be exposed. So I'm gonna properly put in all the fucking time and effort it takes to learn shit so I can both short-term trade to increase my long-term holdings. If you ain't doing that, then you are at risk. Facts.
Boom. And there you go. Well, anyways, chat. It's that time.
It is.
Coming to the end of the stream here. Mm-hmm. I want to give a big shout out to everybody that joined in tonight. Yo.
We still got one more thing to sell.
Do we?
We do. About where I'm going to be real soon.
Ooh, yes.
Yeah.
Yo, that's definitely big news, man. Tell the people,
Facts.
Bro, where you going to be?
Facts. So, as of this Sunday coming up, I will be in the good old Big Apple. NYC. Flights booked. I'm going. So trust and believe. There will be some stuff happening. I definitely want to have a fucking meet and greet while I'm there. Real talk. So I was supposed to come to New York before. I couldn't. Was handling other shit. Well, I'm coming. I'm on my way. So we definitely doing that. Ross, we're gonna have to kick it. I'm gonna have to. Anybody in New York, anybody who's there, in the group, hit me up, DM me on Facebook, whatever the case, I want to do
a show, hang out.
All of the above.
It's gonna be great. So super, super excited for that. Coming through to good old New York. The weather's been real nice, man. It's definitely good weather, good vibes.
Yeah. Can't wait, bro.
Chat, I want to thank you guys for coming out. It's been an absolute pleasure.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. You've been rocking with the Late Night Crypto Legends. Thank you to everybody that hit that thumbs up button. If you haven't hit the thumbs up button, please hit it. Just tap it. Give it a little tap-a-roo. Really help us out a lot. And thank you for being here, man. Lyndon, bro, you want to go ahead and close this out, bro?
Yeah, man. Y'all already know what's up, man. Definitely appreciate to everybody coming through. Make sure you do not miss out on this Friday's episode. It will be with Bitcoin Ben. The shit is going to be live. I will promise you that. If you ain't never seen me and him talk and have a conversation, and now we adding Ross into the mix too, I'm telling you, shit's fit to be live. This is about to be dope. So, and I'm gonna make sure I get some real dope news for that night, specifically for that night. So I'm telling you, man, y'all make sure y'all come through, man. And you already know, man. Check us out on Facebook. Check us out on the website. We appreciate everybody, man, that came through the night, chopped it up with us, had fun. And Friday, I'm so excited about Friday, and I'm excited about New York. I'll be there too. So, it's about to be a bunch of dope shit happening. So, and I got a lot more shit planned. Stuff Ross knows about, stuff Ross doesn't know about, but that's just how we do it. So,
of course, big things happening. Guys, thank you so much for being here. As always, enjoy the rest of your evening. We'll see you soon. Take care, everybody. Peace.